StockPulse Newsroom, talking Defiance Silver Corp today. It's DEF, Toronto Venture Exchange, DNCVF, the OTCQX in the States. So some fantastic silver returns there at their maiden drilling project, Lucida. Here are the details of that. I've got the CEO, Chris Wright. So, Chris, thanks for taking the time here. And talk about getting out of the gate quick here. A home run first at bat, maiden drilling program, Lucida. But before we get there, maybe back up a little bit and catch investors up on how your 21 went, and of course, take us into current day with these fantastic results.
Absolutely, and thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's been a crazy couple of years for the company. A real transitional period, really dating back to 2020 and the whole COVID era, and everybody got hit with that. And we were able to navigate really quite well through that. We had a couple of really transformational transactions that occurred. Starting back in March of discussions in March of 2020, culminating in a deal we signed with Pan American Silver to option their Zacatecas camp assets, which is the Lucida property that you just mentioned there, which our maiden drilling program on that has actually just the first phases wrapped up earlier this year, and we're starting to see the results out. So that was really quite an interesting acquisition for us, and there's a lot of potential there. So that was sort of a follow up to what we did in our San Nicasio land package, which is right next door to Lucida, where our resource estimate is domiciled. And we're back in there drilling that right now. Drill started turning earlier this week. So we're excited to see what comes out of there as well.
Yeah, let's get into the action here. You've uncovered something here. So talk about moving forward. What's the game plan in 22?
Well, you mentioned Lucida. It's really a very prospective area for us. It was a nice sizable land package pickup for us, an extra 2,600 hectares, effectively tripled our footprint in the Zacatecas camp. It comes as there's a very large component of that has really never been properly explored, and we got right in on that, sent our team in to do all of the surface work and mapping, etc., and had our maiden drilling program start late last year, November of last year, wrapped up in February. We drilled 15 holes, 7 of which we put out the results a couple of weeks ago. And as you said, there were some very, very encouraging results there. Definitely looking forward to following up on those. We have another 8 holes that are still in the lab, so we're really quite encouraged and excited to see what when those come back, and hopefully we'll get those out in the next. I hate to put a timeline on it with the labs these days, but as soon as we possibly can. And then, as I said, going forward, we'll continue to drill out back into the resource area at San Nicasio. And really, it's really about following the drill bit. We've got a very, very dynamic, successful, experienced team here in Mexico, and we're using oriented core to get as much data as we can. That gets pumped into the models in real time, and the targeting is ongoing. So we have a very flexible exploration budget. We're fully funded for at least for the next year, so it allows us to ramp things up or sort of tone things down depending on what we're seeing, and even with what we're seeing in the capital markets these days, if it's not prudent to be out there spending at full rate, we'll tone that back and preserve capital to make sure we're in a good, strong position.
Keep up the good work. Chris Wright here. He's the CEO, Defiance Silver, DEF, Toronto Venture Exchange, DNCVF, OTCQX. And Chris, we'll look forward to hearing about those 8 holes when you get them, right?
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.